Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So Oregon's offense comes on the field first today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Oh, my gosh, the defense is attacking that football. That ball's on the ground. They almost come up with a turnover on the first play of the game.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. They're backed up, second and long at the 19. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Bringing pressure. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And he's going to float this one to the right side. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration. Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
No huddle here for the offense. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Brooks. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Down quickly after the catch, but the ball at the 14 sets up the red zone opportunity now. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Second down play coming up. They're going to run the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight, Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of the rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. They did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. And the Tar Heels will line up to boot it away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, it's Santiago. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught behind the line. It's Santiago running through the tackle. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Quick completion to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the returner will be brought down. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looking to scramble now. Finds room at the... Look at that. He's still going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
First down here for this offense. Quick throw, testing the middle. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open and just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Santiago. And he breaks the tackle and plays a solid game there. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And now the handoff. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the first quarter clock winds down. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams to have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made over the middle. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how...
Trying to create outside the pocket, but they got him for a sack. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Shotgun formation here on third down. Receiver makes the catch.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and 1 at the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And now the first play of this drive. They'll begin at the 36. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Spins away from defenders. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Gets past the tackler into open space now. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Oregon. No chance to catch him.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Now, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. It's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right.
He's going for a big play downfield. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Receiver makes the grab. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back, get the first down on this 3rd and short, see what you can do from here.
And the Tar Heels looking to keep this drive rolling. Now they run a draw play. Fighting off the defender. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT is good. They trail now by 10, 17-7. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. They tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26. A new set of downs after that completion. And we're going to throw now on first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Great job here by the backer, just mirroring the quarterback, reading his eyes, and then stepping in front of that throw. Comes up with it, and then he goes back to high school, shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands, takes it in for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Gets some space around the 30. And they're finally able to stop him. The great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, drops back. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Timeout is called a Ducks strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Might have thought they could catch the defense off guard by running the fullback there, but they were all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job by this defense of just showing their instincts and awareness here. Like you said, not being fooled at all. They slip it to the fullback, and he doesn't get any yards at all. In fact, he goes backwards. Good job by the D.
Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Get some blocks. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. And it's good for a first down to the 36. And the Ducks will crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, a sack. The senior and his defense making a big play.
Man, how do you like to be the offensive coordinator for this team right now with the offensive line coach trying to come up with any answer at all to deal with this pass rush? That's 5 sacks now in this game. They cannot seem to stop this pressure from this defense.
Second down now after the sack. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, I'm not shocked here at all by this play. The offense is facing a 3rd and long. Why not just throw it up and take a chance? Maybe you get a completion. Maybe you get a pass interference. Worst case, it's intercepted. But it's almost like a punt. The ball is thrown so far downfield.
And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the Tar Heels moving quickly down the field here.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Grab down the middle. It's Marshall. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly.
And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First down. Looking to throw the football. He pulls it in for a big gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has his...
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
Right down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. We'll give it to the running back. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Pitches to the back. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. And it's North Carolina in front, Kurt, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The big fullback's got it here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Can they convert on third down and keep this drive rolling? They'll try and run it with the fullback. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear him say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
7th play of the drive coming up. Third down, out of the shotgun. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
He's swarmed by the defense. second down and goal upcoming. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Receiver in motion now. On first down, it's play action. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ducks.
Yeah, that was almost the entire length of the field. What a play by this offense. A nice throw. Really, it's about the receiver making a catch and showing you what he can do with the ball after it.
And he runs it into the end zone. The two-point try makes this a tie game during the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. After that huge play, this offense is now in scoring position. They moved into the red zone quickly.
Boy, Chris, you wonder what the next play will be for this offensive coordinator. Anytime you hit a big play like that, you get into the red zone, there's a tendency to want to go after the jugular. Use that momentum to your advantage. Let's see what they call right here.
Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. And the clock has stopped here as we've reached the final 2 minutes of play. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to.
Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, UNC. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Great job here by this quarterback on this read. I thought he might try to get the ball to the receivers instead. He sees the matchup that he wants, finds that big tight end, and they get the go-ahead score here late in the game.
PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Cannot get the throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this stage of the game. The sack on first down. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Grab behind the line. It's Brooks. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down. This drive keeps going. Timeout is called here to stop the clock on this crucial possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Here's a target, and it's complete. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll try a pass here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown this 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he dropped it. My goodness, a chance to tie the game and force overtime. A heartbreaking way to lose it. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.